Well, hello everyone. Welcome to your weekly nutritional oracle card reading. We are hitting the week of January 25th through January 31st, 2021. I can't believe that we're already at the end of the very first month of 2021. And how does that feel? It doesn't feel a whole lot different to me, actually. I'll be honest. And I'm not sure that I was expecting it, more as just kind of hoping a little bit. Things haven't really changed around here very much for us. Kids are still out of school. My husband, of course, is still working and gets to go to work every day. And I stay at home anyways, do my work through home. So not a whole lot has changed for us, except for the new changes to the video postings and how that's being facilitated. The things have changed a little bit. If you're new here, by the way, hello, my name is Erin, and I'm very happy that you're here, and I hope that you will find value in the information that I will be doling out to everybody today. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming back. I know it's been a few since I've posted my last video. I think that was the week of the 23rd of December 2020. And if you did catch that video, then I did mention that I was going to be making some changes. And I have made some changes, but they didn't come about as quickly as I wanted them to. But I guess that's how the universe works sometimes. You know what you want, but you don't always get it in the package that you think it's going to come in. So it took a little bit more time. It's not even, I've practiced and done things, but I know it's still going to need some tweaking, but it has at least evolved to it's at least evolved into what it needs to be for me to be comfortable giving you the messages and the information in a little bit different package, okay? And I think it's going to make so much more sense. It helps me a lot more. I feel better about it. And basically all I'm doing is we're still going to be doing an overall reading, right? We're going to do an overall energy, a moon energy, a spirit animal, and then a couple of positive affirmations just to round it all out. And of course, any food suggestions or nutritional information that I can give you that will be of value for the week. So and it's going to be a real short and sweet kind of thing. Still posting on Sunday evenings so that you guys have a few days to just kind of get into the groove. And then either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm still kind of fleshing that out a little bit. I just want to be sure that we're not too far into the week that it's almost the new week is starting, but far enough into the week that we've had time to kind of digest the information we had from the overall energy video. And in the second video of the week, we'll dive a little deeper. See if there's anything holding us up, holding us back, any information that can help us move forward, and just help us with challenges or situations or positive things, right? Help us keep moving forward on things that are going terrifically and that we're doing well in. So I know the intro's a little long this time. I apologize about that, but I just wanted to be sure for those of you coming back that you're like, what's happening? What's going on? I just want you to be informed. So first video of the week, posted on Sunday, overall view and your nutritional information, and then the second video of the week I will post Wednesday or Thursday so we can get a little deeper into what's going on, so you can make any adjustments to your week. All right, I think it's going to be great. I feel really good about it. Okay, so if you haven't already subscribed, you can do that. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if you want to be notified, especially since we're going to be posting. I always say we, and it's just, I get in that mode of, I'm working with the universe right now. So we is me and the universe, all right? So I'm going to be posting that second video, so you want to be notified of that. You don't want to miss it. And let's go ahead and do the overall energy for the week of January 25th. Through January 31st, 2021. And we're going to have card number 12, which is fluidity, outer core. So right away, the water instantly tells me feelings and emotions. Okay. And she's coming out of that water with a whole new perspective, okay? She has been in that water for who knows how long, but long enough to understand that she needs to have a greater viewpoint of what's happening in her world that reflects the outside, okay? So this is talking about, yes, working on the inside of us, but also how that's going to come out in the outer world, okay? I like this card. She's pretty. So we're going to want to look out for emotional energy and don't get snagged up on it. Just realize that it's calling you to look at the perspective for that is on the inside that's going to come outward, okay? Be reflected outward. All right, and then our moon energy, Miss Luna. Adjustments are required, third quarter moon, okay? Again, we know where we have been, and now we're being asked to just take a deeper look at where we're going, okay? Fits perfectly with this. Couldn't get better than that. A reevaluation of things, situations, thoughts. And then so what I want to just point out with this one is just don't get bogged down with any kind of negativity. Anything that's coming up that is on like feels like a negative kind of vibe is just asking you to take a little deeper look into that situation, whatever it may be, so that you can view it from a different kind of perspective and get a new outlook on that. Just so it's for your information, right? And that's always good to know. So let's go ahead, let's get our spirit animal, because we always want to know what our spirit animal is going to help us with. At least I do. I love the spirit animals, right? All right. Oh, Canary Spirit. This is what we got last time. Sing your own song. I've been getting this a lot. So Canary Spirit is here to stay. And also number 12. Ooh, I like that. Okay, sing your own song, and essentially this is be your authentic self. This is your viewpoint from the inside where you have been in your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings that you want to bring to the outside. Don't let other people's stuff muddy up what you've got going on. All right, so make sure you're singing your song and being your authentic self so that you can, so you can live your life, not somebody else's. All right, perfect. That's crazy good. Now I'm just going to do the self-care cards so that we can just see what our body's saying this week. Read. I want to make sure I didn't get 2 cards. Usually 2 pop out of there. Opening up your viewpoint, your mind, letting new things in, right? Learning new things. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get a book that I'm really into, I gotta like pound it out. I don't take a break. I have to read that sucker until it is done. Even if it's 1,000 pages, I don't care. I'll stay up for 3 days and I will read it. All right, so this is asking you to take your time with it a little bit too, okay? Set aside some time where you can read, a chapter or whatever you're comfortable with, and use this to expand your viewpoints, your perspectives. So that's perfect. And if you even want to go a little step further, journal about what you have gained from it. And this isn't any particular kind of book either. You can get inspiration from any kind of information. So if it's romance, if it's a biography, fiction or nonfiction, whatever you want to do, whatever brings you pleasure, whatever you're called to do that, because that's what's going to be best for you. So we're going to want to find something to read this week that makes our hearts feel happy, and just whatever you're drawn to. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be some kind of a ritual. Just open up your library card or your library that you have at home, or go to the library if you can, or get online, a digital book, whatever. I like the real books myself. I love to smell the books. I love the smell of the paper and the ink, and I love the feel of the books. That's my favorite, but whatever works for you is what you're going to want to do. Okay, and then our final affirmation, our little affirmation, positive affirmation from the universe. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. Okay, we were just talking about that. You don't know when the things are going to come to you all the time. You don't know how it's going to happen. Just know that when you are aligned with your higher power, then whatever that may be, however, whatever you want to call your higher power, however that resonates with you, when you're in alignment with that and you are trusting, then even if you don't get what you want, you're going to get what you need. It's going to come in its own little package, but you can rest assured that you will get what you need to have and what is for you, what is in the best interest of you, and you, in this situation, probably even the greater good, right? Since we're talking about outer cores, right? Okay, so that's perfect. I love that. I really like this. Is a pretty card too. So a lot of emotional stuff going on. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into the nutritional information, any food suggestions and things like that. So of course, it's very important to be hydrated. And hydrated doesn't mean that you're drinking a bunch of water or a bunch of any kind of fluid, right? If you're drinking caffeinated beverages or diuretic type beverages, lots of teas even are diuretics, things that make you pee a lot, then you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that you're replenishing all of those with just plain old fresh H2O, right? Now, being hydrated also means that you have the right amount of minerals in the right places at the right time. And it sounds, don't let it confuse you, and don't get crazy about it. But if you're still feeling like you're thirsty, if your skin's still is looking a little drab and not very plump, if you're still feeling a little blah and you can't really kind of figure out why, and if you feel really hungry all the time or really thirsty, sometimes it's just because you need some water. And maybe you're drinking enough water on its own, but maybe you need to have a little help and put a little bit of electrolytes in there, which could be as simple as putting a couple of grains of a really good sea salt or like Himalayan salt in there, letting it dissolve and do its juju for about 20-ish minutes, and then drinking that. And you don't have to guzzle it, just sip it throughout the day if you want. Well, don't sip it throughout the day, because you need to get a good amount of hydration. It's like you divide your body weight by 2, and that will give you the ounces that you should drink every day in order to stay hydrated. And then on top of that, if you drink anything diuretic wise or caffeinated, you should also add in some more water to make up for what you're losing. Okay, exercising, same thing, you want to replenish. And then of course, and especially if you're exercising too, and if you're stressed out, the electrolytes will help a little bit. You can get a little bottle of electrolytes. They're just minerals like potassium, magnesium, sodium, those kinds of things to help you. Now, I know a lot of people would drink Gatorade and stuff like that, and those are usually filled with sugar and a bunch of other garbage that you don't need. So I would stick with just either getting a bottle of the minerals or, like I said, the sea salt, a little couple grains in your water. And you don't have to do it like every single time. Feel it out a little bit, start slow, and then go from there and see how you feel, right? You don't want to overdo it too much or too little, right? We want to have balance there. Also, coconut water is great for hydration as well. So look for a really good coconut water that works well for you. And it'd be best if you could even do some kind of filtered water, unless you have like amazing tap water. That does still exist out there. I do know people who still have amazing tap water. So there you go. So that's what I'm thinking of right off the bat, is the hydration end of things. Let's keep hydrated, stay hydrated, and work on making sure that our body is getting enough water, because it might be saying it does not. Okay, so hydration, you had to get that bit out of there, because it's just not a nutritional oracle card reading without a hydration information kind of day, right? Okay, experience there. All right, so we got the hydration out of the way. And the other thing that stands out to me here for the nutritional aspect of things is alignment and trust stood out to me. And not just because they're bigger than the rest of the words, but also because in order for us to be able to know our authentic self, take a little closer look, or dig a little deeper, and to let our inner emotions that we have, to make sure that they're right in ourselves, to have alignment with that, to be spiritually aligned and aligned with ourselves. In order to trust our bodies and what they're saying, we do need to have some kind of balance. And so this now balance, and I'm thinking balance now in a nutritional aspect, as far as not necessarily eating a balanced diet, but eating foods that make you feel balanced. So how do we do that, right? Because everybody is different. We're all unique individuals. We all have different foods that make us feel good or bad. We have different activities that make us feel good or bad. We have different experiences that can make us feel good or bad. Not everybody is the same. So in order to do this, you're going to have to really listen to your body, right? You're going to have to be in alignment with yourself. Trust your body that it is telling you what you need. And sometimes it can be a little skewed, because if you are not eating a balanced diet and you're eating things that are constantly causing your body to have a type of allergic or a type of response that's not really positive, but it feels good, because now it triggers like hormones and stuff in your body, right, that make you feel a certain way and get used to that kind of high, that kind of buzz feeling. That can be a little challenging to get through. So for the nutritional aspect of things, my suggestion is to, in your journal, right? So keep reading, read whatever you need to read, but I'm feeling that we need to journal about what experiences, food-wise, meal-wise, what is a positive experience for us? Are we with friends? Are we sitting down quietly? Are we laughing and joking with people? Probably it's going to be something that makes you feel at ease, right? If we're tied up in knots and anxious, it's not going to be a very positive experience. What types of foods make you feel good? Not just that make you think that you're doing a good thing. Oh, I'm eating a salad, so I'm eating healthy, so it's good. No, that's not. We're talking about the experience of it, and also truly what makes your body feel good. Sometimes some people eat salad and it bloats them. They don't feel good afterwards. Their body's not digesting it properly, and there's an imbalance there. There's a dysfunction that needs to be rectified or looked further into, right? So for your personal body, what makes you feel good when you eat it? What foods, what experiential kind of environment are you in when you're eating that food that makes you feel the very best, okay? And journal about that. Now, on the flip side of that, what's more challenging for you? Not necessarily, and we don't want to look at it in a negative kind of aspect, right? Because we're trying to bring a kind of light to what's going on, and when we tend to put things in a certain box, it can kind of nag at us maybe, and not be the best way to maybe work on the issue. Now, and I'm not saying I'm a therapist or a psychologist or anything like that in any way, shape, or form. Just that from experience, I know that when we put a negative flip on things, it's just usually not the best way to handle it. So if we look at it in an aspect of, this doesn't make me feel as good, this makes me feel a little better, this is challenging, this makes my body feel this way, and do I like it or not? And so the ones that you don't like, now write about that. The experiences that are more challenging, the ones that you are maybe ready to release. Let's find what we're ready to release, right? So, and then what the homework can be is take that experience that you are ready to release because it doesn't make you feel 100% or a certain way that you like to feel, and how can we let that go? How can you let the food go, let the experience go? What will the challenges be? How are you really going to facilitate that so that it is impactful in your life and makes a difference, and that you're going to be able to be successful with that? And it may take a few times and it may take some tweaking. Just remember that that's okay, because that's part of the process. Sometimes it's going to be easy and you're going to just know, and it's going to just go 1, 2, 3, and you're good to go. And sometimes, especially with food, I've noticed because I have issues with that, it's going to take a little more time, and it could take a little more understanding, and you may have to dig a little deeper, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself with that. This is very, food is an emotionally based thing for a lot of people, and it can really cause some triggers. So if you notice that you're getting triggered, think about that. Write that in your journal. So take one of those things, take one of those experiences, foods, what have you, that you're ready to release, and the good experience, the positive experience, the one you really like, the one you want to know more about, the one you want to have more of, replace that, right? Add that in place of what you're releasing, and now you have put in something to work with, and you just build from there. But small baby steps with this, because this is a big, this can be a very big change. Even if it's something small, you think, oh, it's little, it's no big deal. If it starts to feel like a big deal, it's a big deal, right? And we need to be able to respect and trust our bodies, that we take the time we need in order to understand it, okay? So that's the homework, if you will, for the week. And I think that we're going to keep it just right there at that. You're hydrated, you're getting aligned, balanced, and trusting. And we are going to end there, because I think that's a beautiful place to start. And also, to help you out, I do have a food and mood journal, and there's instructions that go along with it. It's a document. I will put it in the notes for you so that you have access to it. And if that helps you to do that with, or even in place of, if you have to, the actual journaling, I do suggest that you journal if you can, though, because it makes a big difference. But I realize it's not going to be for everybody. But I will attach to that in the notes, the food and mood journal, so that you can see. It's good for you to do anyways, because it correlates how your moods and how your body is affected by certain foods that you eat, times a day that you eat. And it really kind of gets you to understand what's happening in your body and makes you be aware of it. So that's great information to have. So I will do that. I'll link that hydration video for you, because you know how I love to talk about hydration. And then we will meet again Wednesday or Thursday to get a little bit deeper and see if there's any challenges or anything that what also we're doing correctly to help us keep moving forward and flourishing in this new experience that we're going to have. So I'm super excited about that. All right. So I hope you like these changes. I feel really good about it. It feels more progressive to me. So I hope that this works for you also. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you think this is going to work out a little bit better, if you like the change or you don't like the change, right? Or if you have any just positive information or whatever to give to the rest of the group here, then go for that. All right, so go ahead and subscribe again. If you haven't subscribed, you can do that. You can ring the bell if you want to be notified when we come out with new videos, and share, like, whatever whatever feels right in your heart, okay? And then, yeah, so I will send you all loving and healing blessings, giving you a big old hug. It's going to be a great week. I know it is, because you guys are going to learn a lot about your body, so that's awesome. All right, everybody, I'll see you guys in the middle of the week. Woo! Okay, see you then. Bye for now.